it's your girl Shani, and today we have a 20-minute lower body and of course core Pilates mat workout. All you need is a mat, yourself, and probably some hydration. Let's get started. Hip openers. How are you today? I'm so glad you are here. It's gonna be a good one. You're gonna feel it in the morning in a good way. We have 3 more before we go to the other side and taking that knee out. Last one, and other side. So important to keep those hips mobile. I have to say juicy too. 4 more, 3. We're gonna take it back on the other side. Last one and 1. This time you wanna go open toward the front. This always feels a little weirder because this is not a motion we do a lot. And open up. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, other side, and 1. Take it back around and up. And up. 4, 5, 4, 4. Ooh, I heard my hip pop, like in a good way. 2 and 1. Let's go for leg swing. So I do like to do this. When I do this, I'll go forward and then stop, forward and then stop, and then we'll go backwards. In 5, 4, 3, 2. We'll switch legs. Give this leg a little bit of a break and go to the other side. Just forward, forward swing. Tap it back just slightly and lift. And lift. For 5, 4, 3. We're going to switch it back in 2 and 1. Tap it back. Oh, yeah. This one is tap forward and then back. Just a little bit. Back. Back. Just slightly forward with your body, creating that slight diagonal. 5, 4, 3, 2, and we'll go to the other side. 1. Let's switch. For 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna go to standing twist next, and 1. We're gonna twist it out, twist, diagonal twist on one side, down and up, down and up. It's really important to move your spine in all directions daily so that we can keep our spine mobile too. Before we switch in 3, 2, and 1. Switch to the other side. Up and down. A lot of good popping this morning. 5, 4, 3, last 1, 2, and 1. Let's get started. We have our step out squats. So start with our feet a little bit more narrow than our hips. We're gonna step out to one side and step to the other. We're gonna alternate for our step out squats. Squat, come in. Squat to come in. As we're squatting, there is just a slight forward lean, not too much. 5, 4. Make sure you're breathing. Exhale down, inhale up. 3, 2, and last one before we go into the sumo squat, and 1. Sumo squat, so feet are wider than our hips, knees and toes are facing the same direction. We're gonna take it down and lift to lower. Stay on one leg right now. So the goal here on the side is keeping that tailbone tucked, keeping that pelvis still, and just lifting up and down. We lift to lower. Trying to keep that upper body stable and controlled. Pilates is always about controlology, and breathing helps us with the movements, right? 5 before we switch. 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. Switch sides. Lift up and down, up and down. Keep it going, guys. Keep it moving. Up and down. 8, 7. Can you get a little bit lower? Ooh, stakes. 5. You can do it. 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. We're gonna go into our curtsy lunge with toe tap. So facing me, or facing forward here, we're gonna come back where our knees line up in the back, and then we tap. So take it down and tap. Take it down and tap. So exhale up, inhale down. Slight bend forward for your upper body if you need to, but our goal here is to keep that pelvis stable as possible as we lift up, grow taller, and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. 1. Let's just go straight to the other side, and we take it down and up. Exhale up. I like to sometimes move my hands with my body, or you can put your hands on your hips, right? And 8, 7, 6. We're gonna go into an elephant stretch after this. And 4, and 3. Just tap with your toes. 2, last one, and 1. We're gonna go into the elephant stretch. So if it's hard for you to reach down to the floor, go ahead and use a pillow. We're gonna have our hips stacked over our heels, putting our hands again on the floor, or you can use a pillow here. And what we're gonna do is alternate lifting up those heels. You wanna feel that stretch in the back of your legs, so those calves, hamstrings, glutes, all through your spine. That, shall we? And lift to lower. Lift. Inhale, exhale. Pulling that belly up toward the spine, creating that C curve with your core. And lift. Lift. 8, 7. Take your time with it. Sometimes we go through so fast with some things. You really want to slow it down to feel it. Feeling those muscles engage. 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. You're gonna come down, keeping your head down low. Now I want you to come up slowly like you're pulling your glutes up to your heel, pulling that belly towards your spine. Come up slowly, slowly, slowly. It feels like we're done. We're not even close to being done yet. All right, let's get a sip of water here. We're gonna go into our standing knee raise. So with this one, we're gonna start with our hands on our hips. All right, so find your balance here. Toe is on the floor. We're pulling our core in and up, keeping our pelvic stable, and lift to lower. Lift and lower. We lift to lower. Yes. Now, you want a little bit of challenge. Take those arms out. Think of yourself like a plane. Keep that pelvis still. We have 8 before we switch. 7, 6, yes, 5, lift, 4, be just a little bit higher than your core, or than your hip, excuse me, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna switch, shake those legs out a little bit, and switch, toe down on the floor, and we lift to lower. Again, you can take your hands down to your hips, or up, either one's fine. And lift. I really feel like we all have a more dominant side. I don't like to say weaker or stronger side, just a more dominant side, right? So it might be a little bit more wobbly on one side. It's totally normal. We have 8, yes, 7, and 6, woo, 5, 4, almost there, 3, 2, last one, and 1. Switch it out. Well, last one with that one, guys. Now we're gonna go back to the other side. So lifting that right leg up, or feel free to mirror me. So this time, arms are over our head, kind of making it into a fifth position with our arm. And this time we lift to lower. Now, I only want you to lift that leg, keep that leg straight where you have control. All right, be pretty. I was just walking outside on my patio and realized probably should have cleaned my feet before, but it's okay. We have 8, yes, 7. So make sure you're not pulling your back in. So keeping that back straight. So lifting only to where you have control. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna switch sides, shake that leg out if you need to a little bit. Take those arms up and we lift to lower. Now, remember, you can take your hands to your hips. That can also work as well if you're feeling a little bit more unstable as your arms are up. It does work your core a little bit more as you lift those arms up. Yes. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You can do it. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna go back to those sumo squat alternating heel lifts. This time we're gonna go into the motion with it. So knees and toes are wider than our hips. You can put your hands wherever you feel more comfortable. A little bit of challenge, you can take it out. So we're gonna take it down and lift with those heels and up. So if you need to bring your feet in more a little bit to create a little bit more stability, you can do that. Now our goal here, can we stay up as high as we can? So keeping that tailbone tucked in to really get that core engaged, rib cage down toward our hips. So squeeze your glutes at the top. Yes. We have 8, 7, 6. You look good. 5, 4. We're gonna go back to the iso sumo squat hold after this. 2 and 1. And squat it down. You can do it. We have 8. Can you get a little lower? 7, 6. Stay up high. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Shake those legs out a little bit. Oh man, this is a good one. All right, I would say that I created it. Okay, let's get some water. We're gonna come down and do some abs. So we're gonna do our ab series here. We're gonna come down and our single leg stretch. Now, remember, our goal is, as we're doing this, to come up onto our tips of our shoulder blades. Sometimes I see people, especially even myself, when I start getting tired, I just lift from my neck, but that puts so much pressure on your neck. So if you need to take any time and keep your head down on the floor as we're doing these, feel free, okay? So protect that neck. We're gonna start with our single leg stretch. So knees toward our chest, up on the tips of our shoulder blade, and we switch, switch, keep it up. Switch. Our goal to keep our upper body as still as possible. We have 8, 7, keep those legs 45-degree angle, and 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, 1, double leg stretch. Bring those knees toward the chest and take everything out and open. Now, if you need to, bend those knees out slightly and come in. So take it out, around, and up. We have 6, yes, 5, 4. Can you come up a little bit higher on those tips of your shoulder blades? 3, 2, and 1. Bring everything in. How we feeling? If you need to rest your head down, go ahead and do that. Rock it back and forth. Now we're gonna go into our crisscross. So coming our knees back up toward our chest and do opposite knee, opposite elbow. So really twist, feeling those obliques, stretch it out. Now your knees don't have to touch your elbows. That's totally fine not to. I want those inner thighs brushing past each other. We have 8. Before we hold it, 7, yes, 6, 5, you can do it, 4,
3, 2, you got it, and 1. Hold it here. Lift that leg, lower it down, and then lift it. You can hold it. Keep that elbow toward your knee. And 6. Before you switch. 5. Feel that burn. 4, 3, 2, and we switch with 1. Switch other side. And lift. And lower. Oh, yes. 6, 5, 4. Only lower to where you have control in your core. 4, 3. We bring it in. 2. Last 1 and 1. Bring the knee towards your chest. Take your head down and rest. How are we feeling? Oh, I feel this one. All right, guys, let's go into our knee swings here. Bringing our feet down to the floor. We're just going to take it to the right and to the left. Yes. Just switch it up, guys. Switch it up. Should feel really good through your core, your lower back. Get those knees as low as you can. Feel that stretch. 5 more. 2, 3. And you got it, guys. Oh, yes. All right, let's come to the other side, or to the other side rather. We're gonna go into our lower leg burnout. You will love, hate this. Either one. It's good for you. All right, let's go for our lower leg burnout. We are cooking food right now, so if you hear the beat back there, it's because we got food cooking right after this. Excuse me, right after this, we're gonna eat. You hear that beat because we have food cooking, so I hope you're eating after this too. All right, so lower leg burn. We're gonna start off on, I'll turn this way too, so you guys can also see this side. We're gonna go into our lower leg burnout. We're gonna start here, pointing our toe. Now it really is important to make sure you're not pushing on your lower back or even rounding your back like that. So you wanna find that tabletop position where your wrists are stacked under your shoulders, and we're gonna start off with our fire hydrants here, or with our, we'll start off with the fire hydrant. Let's do that. So knees under our hips, and we're going to lift to where you have control. So if you're feeling your body is opening up like that, take that lift a little bit lower. So we lift and down, just like that, perfect. Lift to lower. You need to drop your knee down each time. You can go ahead and do that. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, before we straighten the leg, 2, and 1. Straighten that leg out behind you. Tap that toe down to the floor, and we're gonna lift to lower. Again, we're not pushing on that lower back. So keeping that head in line with the spine, and we lift to lower. Just like that. Lift. Pulling that belly in and up so that we can activate those deep core muscles. Yes. We have 8, 7, 6. Before we take it to the donkey kick. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I want you to bend that knee up in line with the spine here. Flex that foot, and I want you to lift very small. So I want you to pretend that there's a stamp on your heel. You want to stamp that ceiling. Yes. 8, 7. You're almost there. 6, 5, 4. Before we hit the rainbow. 3, 2. Oh, it's burning. And 1. Drop that foot down. This time we're going to take it back onto the side, and then we're going to make a little bit of rainbow with our foot. But again, we're keeping that pelvis as stable as we can. So just moving around that hip joint. 8, 7. Yes. 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, guys, sweat is getting in my eyeballs. 2. We're almost there. and 1. Oh yes. Let's go ahead and stretch it out. Stretch it out, stretch it out, stretch it out. Yes. But guess what? We have a whole nother leg, so let's get to it. All right, guys, how we feeling? We're almost there. All right, other side here. Let's start off with our fire hydrants. Knees under our hips, wrist under, and we lift. 2, lift, and lower. Yes. Remember, only go to where you have control of keeping your pelvis, your hips square down to the floor. So you want to avoid opening up like that. Just opening up that hip socket. Yes. For 8. For 7. For 6. Doesn't have to be a high lift. 5. 4. 3. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale, exhale. 2. And last one, 1. Straight leg glute lift. Take that foot out, point that toe, and then we lift to lower. Again, not lifting and pushing down on our lower back. Keep control of that pelvis, square to the floor. Yes, and lower. You look good. We have 8. Control up, control down. Inhale, exhale. Yes. 7. 6. I know my counting's off, but it's okay. 5. 4. 3. Almost there. 2. And 1. All right, donkey kick. Stamp that heel on the ceiling. Lift. Very small lift. Very small. Very small. We have 8. 7. You can do it. 6. Keep that core in, but still breathing. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. 1. Take that foot out to the side. Rainbow. And we lift. Again, not a high lift. Keeping control of that pelvis. Just moving through that hip socket. Inhale. Exhale again. Inhale through. Exhale again. Almost to the finish line, guys. And 5. And 4. 3. Head in line with the spine. 2. Almost there, almost there. Yes, give me one more. Oh, yes, yes. All right, let's go ahead and stretch out to that child pose here. Open up those knees. Toes are together and stretch out, stretch out. How are we feeling? Stretch it out. In 3. In 2. And 1. Let's go into our deep lunge stretch. So right foot up. Our hand down to the floor and just stretch it out here. I want you to breathe through this. And we need a little bit deeper. Tuck that tailbone forward, and then stretch it out to get that hip flexor stretch. Hold it here. If you want to take it deeper, you can take your elbow down. Either one is fine. Both hands to the floor, or one hand on that knee. Take it and hold. Inhale. Exhale. 5. 4. 2. And 1. Switch sides here. You got this. Open it up. Open it up. Step forward, hold it here. Hand down to the floor, or one hand on that knee, and hold it. 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2. Let's go ahead to that number 4 stretch. I'll do it on this side. Number 4 stretch, one knee over, put your hands on the floor, then come up. Straighten that. Keep those hands as close as you can to your side. If you need it further away as you're stretching, go ahead and do that. And hold it. Lift it up high. Breathe. On the exhale, see if you can push that knee out a little bit more away from your body. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. We're almost to the finish line. Inhale, exhale, get a little bit deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring both feet down to the floor. We're gonna end with this stretch. You take those arms up. And exhale, come down, forward. Bring that core in and up. And come up slowly. Stack that vertebrae one at a time. Think upper back, mid back. Or excuse me, I said that wrong. Low back, mid back, upper back. Let's do that again. Inhale, exhale, draw your hands down toward your feet. Core is in. And inhale up. Think forward back, mid back, upper back. There's a wall behind you. You're stacking your spine. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Come on. Over to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. And you're done. Thank you so much for coming. Remember, progress is exciting. I would love to know your progress below in the comments. And have a wonderful day.